warm, welcoming. Hello. This video was created by Forge College. Let's dive into Ethereum clients. In our last lesson, we looked at documentation and hubs to find information. But eventually, you'll want to stop reading about the network and actually join it. Joining the network requires specific software running on your hardware. We call this a client. Think of the client as a bridge. It takes concepts like peer discovery and turns them into a real connection to the Ethereum blockchain. Imagine an Ethereum client as a modular robot. You add a networking antenna to find peers, an execution brain to process transactions, a storage backpack for history, and an API control panel. These choices determine your node's speed, memory, and capabilities. To manage Ethereum's heavy history, choose a sync mode. Full sync processes everything, taking days. Fast sync uses snapshots for quick setup. Light sync relies on peers for small devices. An archive node stores every detail, requiring massive space. Your choice of sync mode is a balance between how much you trust others, how fast you want to start, and how much you want to spend on hardware. These configurations aren't just for show. They match the specific jobs people do on the network. For example, someone running a validator needs to stay in sync with the most recent updates to the network with minimal delay. They usually pick a fast or snap sync to get their nodes started quickly. Meanwhile, a team building a block explorer needs that massive archive configuration. They must look back through years of history to find a single transaction from 2017. And a mobile wallet on your phone? It simply can't store the whole blockchain. It relies on light sync or a proxy to get the information it needs without crashing your phone. In the end, participating in the network works best when you select the specific physical and digital configuration required for your mission. Curious tone. Once your robot is built and synced, how do you actually talk to it? You use a language called JSON-RPC. Think of it as the commands you type into your robot's control panel to ask for data or send new transactions to the network. You might send a command asking, "What was the transaction count in the last block?" and the robot will send that information right back to your app. Keep in mind that different brands of client software might have slightly different features or commands, like specialized debugging tools or unique ways of reporting errors. Always check your client's specific capabilities before you build. The features it offers determine exactly what your application can see on the blockchain. To wrap up, a client is an assembly of networking, brainpower, and storage choices that define how you interact with Ethereum. Next lesson, we'll see how these choices influence the way transactions move through the network. Understanding these configurations helps you move from being a simple user to an active, capable participant. Thanks for joining us. This video was made by Forge College. For more on Ethereum architecture and other Web3 topics, visit us at forge.college to explore our educational resources.